more of, and who do you want to disappear from the box altogether? Well, thanks for all of the emails that you have sent throughout the week to Sharon. She has been very busy with all of your thoughts, and this is our roundup today.
Absolutely. We've got just a couple of more quick questions that have just dropped that we've got. Angela's just emailed saying, Fred Elliott, what is it he drinks? Is it a Scotch and thread? What is he saying? I can't work it out.
Scotch and threat.
It's a threat. It's a straight Scotch. You threaten it with the water, but you don't actually pour it in. So thanks to Ali in the Corrie press office for putting us straight on that one. And talking to Corrie, people said, how old is Steve MacDonald? Because Liz said it was his 30th,
yes.
and then she said 31st.
Yes.
So Corrie said it was a bit of a cock-up, so he was actually 30, and they got it wrong in the script.
I was surprised he was only 30.
His own mother didn't know how old he was.
She's mixed up anyway.
It's all that peroxide, it's going to her head. But so we go through we've had thousands of emails, and so let's go through the top things that the This Morning viewers actually want to see. They want to see Kat and Alfie back together again.
Yes.
I'm getting that all the time, and next week I was watching next week's soaps, and they're kissing and cuddling, and it's our Kat and Alfie back together again, so that's good.
Good.
They want old children's favourite back, The Flump, The Rainbow, Jamie and the Magic Torch, all those great old programmes. Neighbours fans are demanding that we bring back Joe Scully and reinstate the actor.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about during the course of the week. Yeah, how do we know how far behind the Australian soap we are?
4 weeks behind.
Only 4 weeks now.
He's still off the screen there, so...
But there was a fallout, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That he has actually gone. I mean,
he's gone, but he's suing for unfair dismissal, so they haven't killed him off on screen, so hopefully it'll come back. But Neighbours fans do want him back. People are saying they love Corrie, they love the humour, and lots of people want London's Burning back. Only one viewer said he hated it, and that's Simon Green in South Wales. But I tell you the things we hate. We don't like all this sport, we're saying. We don't all watch footy and tennis, all our soaps are all over the place.
Well, we don't need to watch the football anymore, so that's all right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Still got the tennis.
What about Tiger Tim, though? We've got to watch Tiger Tim.
We'll make an exception on him.
Go Tim! I mean, it doesn't work quite
Come
the
on,
same,
Greg!
Greg!
Get Gordon out of that ground. And we say there's too much misery in soaps, all this illness, all this disaster. They're saying they don't like things like all the cancer storylines that we're getting and the fairground disaster. Far too much reality TV. Denise Allen, she hates Big Brother. She says, I can't believe people watch this trash. She's not the only one. And too much sex. So we don't like the lesbian kisses in Bad Girls. There's too much sex in our soaps, you know, sort of clean it up a bit. And quite a few people are saying, actually, we've got too many episodes of the soap, so we can't keep up. Because sometimes it's on, you know, our favourite ones are on 6 times a week. It's like, how can we watch
they
it
had
all?
to squash a load in last week, didn't they? Because we only got
ready.
a couple of episodes of Coronation Street this week.
That's right. But they're saying, please don't go any more times a week. We can't cope with 6 days a week on Emmerdale and Coronation Street and all these double episodes. It's just
how interesting.
too much.
A couple of beauties that came in as well, saying that they want to know whether Noel's house party is coming back.
No, it's not, I'm afraid. Although he did say he'd be interested in doing a bit more radio. And a few people are saying, is Scylla going to come back and do Blind Date? And that's a no. She did record a pilot show for the BBC. That's not going to be taken on, but she did say that she's hoping to do a drama with Linda LaPlante. Might be writing a drama that she'll be working on, so that'll be great.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
So we will see. We ain't seen the last of our Scylla.
Very good. Sharon, you are excellent at this ferreting around for news. Thank you very much indeed. Very good.
It's a must-see this afternoon, of course. Greg Rosetsky faces Rainer Schürtler on Court 1, and we'll be speaking to his ace wife, Lucy. That's next.
That course paid off then.
Do you want to raise cash and clear your debts? If you're a homeowner, you could, quickly and easily. Just one free call to TML is all it takes to unlock the cash tied up in your home. So you could clear your debts, reduce your monthly outgoings, and have extra cash to buy whatever you want. Even if you've had credit problems in the past, don't worry, TML could still help. So come on, make a fresh start. Call TML free on 0800 197 8898. Call today for a brighter tomorrow.
Virgo, the largest soffits and fascia company in your area. Thousands of people have called upon Virgo because they realised for their roof, prevention is cheaper than the cure. Because of Virgo's success, for a limited period, we're willing to pass even more discounts on to you with a genuine 52% off. Here's another reason to call Virgo now. 0% interest-free credits available, plus there's free guttering. So don't miss out. If you want the right product at the right price, call Virgo now on 0800 241 241 for your totally free quotation. Remember, prevention's cheaper than the cure.
Looking for a place in the sun? Oyston Steele's property specialists are flying in from Spain with details of the latest villas, apartments and off-plan investments on the Costa del Sol. You've seen Oyston Steele on the TV. Now meet us in person at the Crown Hotel Harrogate this Friday, Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m.
Day after day, your dishwasher accumulates grease and limescale. Finish Dishwasher Cleaner eliminates them. And a cleaner dishwasher means cleaner dishes.
Many shoes! You'll find a pair you love. Brantano, Britain's biggest out-of-town shoe sale.
You'd be mad to miss out!
You've won €500,000 from the Hyper Global Lottery here in Holland. Yes, congratulations.
I'm going to show you this is absolutely legitimate, 100%.
Okay.
Just 1 second, yeah?
I'll pass you through to the claims department. Claims department?
Claims department, Roger speaking.
The processing fee is €600.
One born every minute.
It's a very small price to pay, considering you're walking away with thousands.
With an egg card, you're in control for the long term. With 0% on balance transfers until the 1st of February 2005, 0% on purchases until the 1st of December, and 0% on balance transfers every year until 2006. Apply now at eggrate.com.
I'll get the ice.
Ice.
No ice.
Muller Light. Irresistibly tasty and virtually fat-free.
Hot lips! There's mad passionate love. And there's Muller love.
Reason 143. Buy a 2-litre bottle of Fanta and get one free. More reasons to shop at Morrison's.
Once upon another time, not so far, far away, a Queen, Prince Charming and Puss in Boots travelled all the way to the GMTV studios. Nobody could believe it when they saw Rupert Everett, Antonio Banderas and Julie Andrews, but it was all very, very true. A Shrek extravaganza next week on GMTV.
I told you computers were easy.
Welcome back. It's been a heck of a year for the Rosetskis, not just the tennis, but an allegation of taking performance-enhancing drugs. Now, Greg has been totally cleared, and he and his wife Lucy have come through the other side smiling. Fingers crossed they'll have even more to smile about in 2 weeks' time, when, or 10 days really, isn't it, when he's kissing the Duchess of Kent on the cheek and picking up his silver plate. We welcome Lucy Rosetsky. Very nice to see you. Well done. He had a big day yesterday, and he's through.
Big
He got
day.
that second set.
Yeah, lost a little bit of concentration, I think. And also with the clouds coming over, everyone's wanting to get the match finished quickly and back into the locker room.
Yes, I mean, there must be that feeling of, as you say, of almost rushing it through,
Yeah.
thinking this is going to break my concentration.
Yeah. Well, the last game, I mean, the raindrops were coming down. There were 2 points to go. And we were all just like, God, you know, just get these 2 points, because you could then hang around for 4 hours and lose momentum.
And what do you do in those 4 hours when you're hanging around?
Well, we've rented an apartment which overlooks the whole of the site, so we chill out, watch TV. I try and keep out the way because he's getting himself in the zone.
What does
In
that
the
entail?
zone.
Getting
In
in
the
the
zone.
zone entails what?
Not really having much conversation and just thinking about what he's got to do, whereas I get quite hyper, so I'm best out the way.
You see, when you had all these terrible allegations, it only started in September, didn't they? And they were all sorted out and ridiculous by May, I think, this year.
By May, yeah.
So that was about 6 months of really, literally taking his eye off the ball. How did he manage to concentrate through that time?
He didn't really. I mean, he didn't play. He stopped going to practice. He couldn't believe it was happening to him. I mean, our family, we couldn't believe that it was happening. And it seemed to be, you know, it could have been the end of his career. So you start to think about your life and put everything into perspective, and tennis then was just the job that he's done, and we had to think about how we might have to carry on without tennis in our lives.
I mean, that must, at home, to have something as catastrophic as that suddenly strike you, must have been incredibly difficult to get through.
Oh, I mean, I can't tell you how difficult that is, because he's good, he's honest, he's never ever, you know, taken anything he shouldn't have taken. Even some vitamins he won't touch. He had records from the lab of vitamins and what was in the vitamins. We had top scientists, and no one knew where it was coming from. But then when the other players were in the same situation, it was a sigh of relief, because we were in a group of unlucky people.
About 7 of you, wasn't it? And the thing that had made the test positive was actually some kind of drink recommended by the
tour. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So when he stepped into Wimbledon this time, this must have been better and more fulfilling, I would have thought, than any other time.
It was more emotional, actually, because we didn't know whether he'd get to that stage. And the public have been fantastic, and it's such a lovely, intimate atmosphere on number 1 court and centre, and you sense people thought, oh God, he's been through it, let's stand up and give him a round of applause. And for the family, knowing what he's been through, because he's different on court, he's kind of the warrior and he's the hard tennis player. At home, he's a lot more soft and sensitive, but you go into another role when you're performing, like you guys probably.
Oh, yeah.
So last night, did he sleep well last night?
I don't know how to get out of it now.
He can sleep through anything. I'm the one tossing and turning like I've got the match.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so he slept well last night, and when you left him this morning, how was he?
He was fine. He was doing scrambled eggs and smoked salmon.
Good. And what time is the match today?
About 1-ish, I think. There's a women's match on before, so I'll be kind of quickly getting on the back of a bike to take me there, because he likes everyone in their seats.
Do you think we ought to have a quick look at... We've done a personal weather forecast for you at Wimbledon today for the match.
I appreciate that.
All right, let's have a look.
So Wimbledon are currently about 100 matches behind, but of course we want to know, is rain going to be present today and prevent the players from catching up? Greg is due, as we said, on course 1 at about 2 o'clock. He's up against Germany's Rainer Schüttler.
Now, how is it actually pronounced, Lucy?
Raymond Schüttler.
Ah.
There you go.
He might
there we are.
be called something else after this. He might drop.
Glad I didn't say that. Weather girl Andrea McLean is here with a Wimbledon weather forecast, and here we go.
Well, Lucy, it's not very often that us weather people get the chance to be fairly confident, but I think I can promise you some good weather today for Greg. Let's take a look and see what kind of weather we can expect. Look at that, look at his little face. Hopefully the sun will be shining on him. It'll be dry but cloudy to start off the match. But will he be windy? Let's have a look and see what the kind of winds we can expect today during Greg's match today. Around 10 miles per hour. Hopefully that won't affect him, because as you know, he can get serves up to 149 miles per hour, which is not bad going. But will he be hot and sweaty? Probably. Let's take a look at the temperatures. 21 degrees, that's 70 in terms of Fahrenheit. And if the match does go on until around 5 o'clock, which let's hope it doesn't, because we're hoping he'll be smashing his opponent by then, the sunshine should continue, so hopefully there won't be any problems. So good luck, Greg. There you go, Lucy.
Yeah,
Is
good
that
luck.
good? That's good. We've had so many rain delays. I mean, the BBC are going mad because you've got to fill the time.
Oh, mind you, filling it with some cracking matches. I was watching matches of 1978, 1980 the other day. Brilliant stuff that I can remember watching from the roof of our shed.
And that was when you could stand on centre court. The atmosphere was so different as well. And people would storm the court when Bjorn Borg played.
Yes.
They were storming the court to grab them.
So I've always thought it's extraordinary when you get the two players on court and their families and supporters or coaches sitting very close. I mean, don't you ever feel like, sort of giving a bit of a...
It's awful. I remember once when there was a former world #1's party behind, and I was the second row of the box, and they had also family in front of me, and they were passing sweets over my head, and Greg was being given a real thrashing, and it was so frustrating because they were so smug, they were beating us, and it's very tense in there, and your hand clap starts to take on, you know, words. So if Greg serves, it's like, yes, get that one. And yeah, it's awful. And then under the breath, thank God they don't have mics in the box, is all I can say, because it gets tense and people say things they regret.
And do the Wimbledon wives then not stick together like the footballers' wives? You don't have that kind of
There's
relationship?
not that kind of relationship, no. I mean, a few of the foreign girls I'm friends with, but I don't travel full time.
No.
And you can't build up that great a relationship because next week your husband's going to play, you know, say Louise's husband.
Yes. Well, I mean, you are friendly though with Victoria Beckham, aren't you?
Yeah, and that's football, so it's a different sport.
And do you discuss sport, or do you try and get away from that if you're ever discussing?
Try and get away from it.
Yes. I mean, you did warn her about old Rebecca, didn't you?
I did. What can I say? I mean, some girls you just know are trouble with a capital T, I suppose.
Well, you were very clever because you did spot it quite early on, didn't you, with Rebecca? But you can't say too much. You're being...
Can't say too much. I'm trying not to.
I mean, see that.
Who knows, you know, the depths of what really happened, so I can't, you know, be nasty about people. But in the sports world, there are women who are very attracted to young men who've got money and seem to have, you know, a lovely family behind them, and they want to upset the apple cart slightly.
Not fair.
Not fair.
What about you? What as a career? I mean, you want to you know, sort of not just be the tennis wife.
Well, I went to drama school and I trained as an actress, and then I had to kind of put my career on hold because Greg was doing so well. He was 4 in the world, and I just felt we couldn't both have careers going and both of us chasing success because it wouldn't have worked. And he's touring, you know, 45 weeks of the year, and if I was in London going to casting, it can be as much as 45. So then I put mine on hold. He's now early 30s. His career could be finished in the next year. So I've taken more TV presenting jobs and acting roles, and I'm not travelling as much. So I knew my time would come, and before we have a family, I will definitely work. But it's just a balance in the relationship.
How does he feel about his chances this year? Is he positive?
He's positive, but you have to take one match at a time. I mean, he has been to a finals of a Grand Slam, but Wimbledon comes, and he has in the past perhaps felt the expectation and hasn't coped as well as, say, Tim, who does remarkably well. I mean, that guy has got pressure with, you know, it's immense.
When you see Greg this afternoon, will you tell him if there is a quiet moment that we are all right behind him?
I will.
Now we've lost the football, we're big time into the tennis.
Yeah.
Any chance
we didn't lose
our
the football?
flags out? No, we didn't, of course. We won.
No, we won.
I forgot we won.
Yeah,
we
were robbed.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah, we won. We're going to squat on the pitch now. Thank you very much indeed.
Lovely to meet you, Lucy. Thank you.
Which is obviously not a pretty sight. That's it for today, unless your name is Anne Burrows from Mid Glamorgan, in which case you have won £7,000. Congratulations to you.
Just before we go, it's meant to be the hardest word to say, but we're going to make it easy for you. How would you like to say sorry to someone live on air? It could be your mum, your friend, your ex-boss, ex-lover, whatever the apology. Give us a ring, 0870 333 0550, or you can email us. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye now.
On the way next, Nicholas Owen with the latest ITV lunchtime news. Then at 1, it's Loose Women, feisty Friday conversation with guests Matt Goss and Linda Barker.
This morning, in association with Learn Direct, the National Learning Advice Line. See what you can achieve.
Kickstart your Saturday night on ITV1 at 5:30 with the biggest TV cheats. You just won £1 million! And at 6:30...
It's a show that does exactly what it says on the tin.
Dumb foreigners. Then there's live coverage from Euro 2004, and later...
Who's braving my sparkly cat flap this evening?
Kat Deely hosts the Celebrity Stars in Their Eyes special. That's your Saturday night here on ITV1.
I'm the urban spaceman, baby, I've got speed. I've got everything I need. I'm the urban spaceman, baby, I can fly. I'm a supersonic guy.
You can't wrap them up against allergies, but you can treat almost every allergic reaction with Piriton. Piriton, for the family's allergies.
If you want a personal loan, don't spend hours looking round. Come to Lloyds TSB, the UK's #1 lender, and get one of the lowest rates on the high street, 6.9%. That could give you £7,500 to spend however you want for under £150 a month. Just call 0800 781 3000 and tell us how much you'd like or how much you want to repay each month. All it takes is one phone call to set up your loan. Your repayments will never go up, and you can even take the money now and not start paying it back for 4 months. At Lloyds TSB, we lend more money to more people than anyone else, and we'd like to do the same for you. Call us now on 0800 781 3000. Alternatively, apply at lloydstsb.com or find out more at your branch and get the money you want from just 6.9%. So call 0800 781 3000.
Dial for a Loan helps thousands of homeowners find an affordable loan tailored to fit their circumstances. Take Dave, who owes £10,000. With big monthly repayments, money is really tight. But with Dial for a Loan, he can relax. £10,000 could cost him less than £90 a month, and that would suit him perfectly. Even if you've had problems getting credit elsewhere, whatever your circumstances, Dial for a Loan could help you. Susie's paying a small fortune in credit cards and loans. But with £20,000 for less than £160 a month, those payments will be just the right size for her. Don't pay more than you need with high-rate credit cards and loans. Dial for a Loan will search among a range of leading finance providers to find you a loan that could reduce your monthly outgoings by up to 50%. Visit dialforaloan.com/TV or call 0800 093 9601 for a quick decision and free advice. And whatever your circumstances, they'll help find you a loan that fits. Dial for a Loan. They'll find the right loan for you.
It's our massive half-price warehouse clearance at United Carpets and Beds. Hundreds of room-sized carpets in every store, half price, and have further savings.
We're United on bargains this week, so if it has a yellow ticket, it's half price, plus an additional £10 off.
Red tickets mean half price, plus a further £25 off.
And blue tickets, half price, with an extra £50 off.
Even this wood flooring, half price at just £2.99.
So see for yourself how much you can save at our warehouse clearance at United Carpets and Beds.
I'd like to introduce you to Claire, who's just joined us.
Hi, I'm Steve. The canteen's not great, but it's much better than your hair.
Sorry?
Right, come on.
How do you expect this thing to work with hair like that?
And this is my PA, Lisa.
Next time, sort your hair.
Getting paranoid about your kinks and frizz? New Sunsilk Instant Transformation for silky straight hair.
Thank you.
New Sunsilk for silky straight hair.
They powered past Portugal.
Beyond all expectations.
Stunned the Spanish. And it's theirs! 1-1! And against the Russians, they were rubbish.
Oh, what a miss!
So can they flummox the French?
Well, that hit Bartes in the face. It's a penalty against Silvestre. And the champions of Europe have been picked back.
It's all Greek to me. Greece are making a real impression on this tournament. France versus Greece, the quarter-final, live and interactive. Tonight, 7:30, ITV1.
Yes, despite England's sad exit from Euro 2004, the coverage tonight from 7:30 then. Right now on ITV1, the lunchtime news.